Hello YouTube. If I just adjust this a tiny bit. I am here, ready to start a new set of videos, um, all about comics. So, anyone who's listening to our podcast might know I've been getting more into comics lately. Still super into manga, you'll still see the hauls in those, but I realized single issues weren't really good for a haul type video, or at least not the monthly hauls that go with the manga and graphic novels. So, we're starting a new series, perfectly timed as this week was the first week since I've opened my pull box. So it's also the first week of getting weekly comics. So what better time to start a weekly-ish series about what comics I grab from my pull box each week. Again, it's going to be semi-weekly. I might not get down every week, but whenever I do go down and grab stuff, I'll make a video. There might be one or two comics. If there is nothing, then there won't be a video, of course. And like this week, there'll be a few. But yeah, so that's what's going on. This is the start of a new series on our channel. I don't have a name for it yet, unfortunately, and we'll figure that out. But yeah, so you will see in this next monthly haul near the end, there will be some comics because they're part of. Well, I just hadn't done this yet, so I'm gonna have them in that video because they're backdated a few weeks. It won't really work for this series, but they'll be in that video. After that, single issue comics probably won't be showing up. They'll be in the weeklies, even if I get them like mail order or somewhere not during my pull box. They'll be put in the weekly video. So it's more content for you. If you enjoy comics, I hope you really enjoy this. If not, check out the other videos. I'll have a monthly manga and graphic novel haul video up at the end of the month. But yeah, that's enough talking about the channel. So I've been about 2 minutes. Let's actually get into the books I got. So, as I said, it's my first week with my weekly pull box. Or, well, just regular pull box, whatever. I finally opened one. I should have a long time ago when I first started getting into them. All of 4 months ago. Yeah, it's been such a long time. No, but yeah, so I'm really glad I am. There's still a bunch of stuff I have to add to my pull box. There's stuff I missed. I missed the first issue of Ghost Trees, which I'm really upset about. I didn't realize. I thought that was coming out in May, so I went in to add it to my pull box and stuff. And it's like, oh yeah, issue 1's already out. You missed that. I'm like, oh no. So, adding that to my pull box, I'll hopefully get issue 2, and then I'll see if I can back order issue 1 if that's still available. But it's kind of stuff like that happening that made me really decide to open a pull box. Also, I can't actually get to the comic store until like around 5 or so p.m. So all the good stuff is sold out already because limited runs, especially for some of these Dynamite and Vanley stuff. So starting my pull box, we got some goods right away. I'm actually amazed. Well, 3 of these weren't in the pull box, but I added them. But the first one that you've been seeing on this top of the stack here is the new Batman Detective Comics, issue 1002. I started picking these up with issue 1000. I know I could before, but the art going on before didn't sound super interesting to me, and I figured 1000 is just a super easy jumping on point. I'm probably going to be buying graphic novels up to 1000, and then I might buy after, might not. I'm not sure yet. If I really like how these arcs go, I'll probably buy the graphic novels. If not, I might just keep in single issues. I should mention, I'm probably not going to be buying a lot like this, where I'm jumping into the middle of a series. Stuff like Teen Titans and stuff, I'll be sticking with graphic novels because that's how I'm collecting it, and it's just easier than finding like 20 to 30 back issues. So you'll see a lot of new stuff to start. But as we go through this journey, we'll get more and more stuff that's further into their runs. But yeah, so this is Detective Comics 1002. It's continuing on the Arkham Knight series that started at the end of 1000, and I'm just going to show just a few of the first pages. The art in this is gorgeous. I'm not going to show more, I don't want to spoil anything, but the art is gorgeous. I really like the designs Arkham Knight has a really neat design in this. It's super clean, super high-tech mech suit, which I love. I'm actually having a ton of fun with this arc so far. I have a few guesses at where it's going, but I'm still interested to see where it goes as it goes. So definitely looking forward to more of these, which you'll definitely be seeing more of. Next up is Goddess Mode 5. The funny thing about this is I have 1, 4, and 5, and then 2 and 3 I missed both of them, so I had to order them online, but they haven't shown up yet. It's been like over a month, maybe 2, since I've been waiting. They're finally coming, I think. Fingers crossed, but this is a really cool series with really gorgeous art. It's magical girls, but like techno magical girls, which is cool. I don't want to go too far again because of spoilers, but like look at that art. It is fantastic. Also, totally not just, you know, my I've realized there's been this really weird trend in the past 2 or 3 years with the like undercut blue hair female lead protagonist, you know. It actually started, I guess, Harper Row Detective Comics had it. Wasn't super popular then, but it started to get super popular. This other series behind here, High Level, has the same thing, which we'll get to. But it's been like this super popular thing in science fiction, and it's really funny because I love science fiction, and I've had blue hair and an undercut for like 6 years now, and I'm just like, it's catering to me in the worst possible way because it makes it so easy to self-insert into series like this, which makes them so much fun. I love characters like Harper Row, and you know, this has been, I want to say it's been a lot of fun, but I've only gotten to read issue 1 because 2 and 3 haven't shown up yet. So I haven't been able to read 4 or 5 because, you know, I'm missing parts, but I'm really looking forward to it because issue 1 was super cool. I looked a tiny bit at the art in these, trying not to spoil myself, but it all looks super amazing. If anything, the art's amazing and the concept's amazing, so we'll see how the plot pays out once those actually come in. And I think this is only 6 issues, so I think the last issue is next month, or they might do a second volume, but for now I think it's only been announced that they're doing the first, so maybe it'll depend on sales, we'll see, but it's a pretty cool series for something I haven't gotten to really dive into as much as I wanted to yet, but it's still pretty cool, and I can't wait to actually finally be able to read this, because I've been waiting months. Next up is High Level, Issue 3, another DC Vertigo sci-fi series with a blue-haired undercut lead protagonist. Let me pull this out of this bag here. I haven't read this either yet because, like Goddess Mode, I missed issue 2, and so I have it on back order right now at the store. I technically missed this as well. It came out last week, I think. But my LCS guy had more coming in this week, so got that in for me, and I got my number 3. Again, I really love the art in this. Actually, she has pink hair. What am I talking about? It's pink-purple. I think it was the variant cover of 1. It looked more like blue, like a bluish, but this one's a really cool, really cool, like post-apocalyptic sort of story. It's really funny that we have, like, it's very political, right? You can see on this page, I'm not gonna flip through too much. I don't want to show spoilers too much, but we have this border here, and border crossing closed to Canada. So, you know, this is a US-Canada border. I'm assuming it's from the US side because the Canadians on this side border closed, so you'd assume it's crossing into Canada. And across it, borders are death sentences, which is really, it says a lot based on how America is currently building up their borders right now. So clearly this book has some things to say. I'm excited to hear them. The first issue is phenomenal. Once again, I haven't been able to read it, and it's making me suffer. So unfortunately, we'll talk about it more when I can read more. Hopefully soon, maybe in a week or 2. We'll see in the next video or so if I've had one come in. But yeah, Next up after that is Dynamite Comics Obey Me #1. This was actually funny. I nearly missed it and ended up only getting this B cover that wasn't as good as the A cover. I didn't put on my pull box. Like 4 days ago, so 3 days before I went down, I found out issue 1 of this was coming out. I had gotten issue 0, and I really liked it, but I thought it was a one-off because this is like a tie-in advertisement for a video game that's coming out, which I'm probably going to get. This ad's working well. But, like, I didn't sort of realize they were doing a full run, so I did manage to get the issue, though it's on my pull box. I'll get the rest from here because this is really cool. The art's pretty alright. There's some points where it looks super cool and some where it looks pretty alright, but it's a story about a soul huntress, and her hellhound partner, and they're getting missions from a demon, like demons, to go collect souls, and they fight other hunters and whatnot. This fucker, and it's just a really fun concept. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It's just one of those, we're here to like be an action gory series, and it's fun. It's nothing amazing, but if you want something that's just some mindless dumb fun, Obey Me is a great title for that. Next up, I got Ascender #1. This is the follow-up to Descender, which I have the complete graphic novels of, and it's the Jeff Lemire Dustin Nguyen book. Issue 1. I love Descender so much. I'm a huge Jeff Lemire fan, a huge Dustin Nguyen fan. I'm so upset he's not taking commissions this year, but this book is gorgeous as Descender ever was, but with even more vibrancy and use of colors in certain sections. It's so good. This is, if you want to read a sci-fi series right now, go pick up Descender, then pick up Ascender, because they're probably the best out there right now. It's actually so good. This book, I was missing other issues and it's really annoying. We're like, I can find them online, but Ascender, with it coming out, it was 100% the reason I opened a pull box, because I was like, I do not want to miss a single one of these. So yeah, super excited about that. Man, this video is going longer than I thought. It's because of my monologuing at the beginning, for sure. But the last issue I got, issue 1, Queen of Bad Dreams. This is a Valiant comic, and this is a variant cover that I believe it says in the corner here, honoring Michael Kaluta. So I believe this is a reference to an old other cover. I know they did another one. There's a reference to, I think, a Batman cover, but I don't think that was available to every store. It says on the back, illustrator Michael William Kaluta's ethereal line and highly decorative panel design helped establish him. His short-lived but impactful run drawing DC's The Shadow. Pulp, reminiscent 1930s, 1982. Yeah, so I think it's a reference to one of these. They pay homage to Michael William Kaluta's enduring cover illustration of the 1981 Madame Xanadu one-shot. So that's actually a really cool cover. I love this art. The art in this is so cool. It's beautiful. It's colorful. There's all kinds of stuff going on. And this was one I really wanted to pick up. I'm really glad I got. So this is by Danny Lore, who has been really up and coming in the world of science fiction. The name's been bouncing around as someone to check out their work, and this is their first comic book, which is super cool. The art's cool, the concept's cool. It's very similar to the anime that came out recently, Phantom World. That was a huge letdown. But this feels like doing Phantom World right, because that was all just fan service with the idea of your imagination coming real, sort of. This is kind of a much more social aspect. It's kind of like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends meets Men in Black 2 meets Child Protective Services or something. Like, it's this weird mash of ideas that's really interesting and neat. People's dreams are coming real, but only certain people who are dreamers and there's judges who have to go around and determine, is this person a threat? Do we need to get them back in the person's dreams? Do we have to remove them? Or do we grant them permanent residency in our like real world because they are like, their own people, they're sentient, they're not like a danger to people, right? So it's like these really interesting social kind of this really social aspect that definitely does feel like has a lot to say both on society currently at a large and um, kind of how we treat certain people, especially minorities in society. And it seems really cool so far. I'm 100% sold on this. I cannot wait to get the rest. I'd highly recommend this. Beside Ascender, not besides, beside Ascender, I would definitely say check this out because it's going to be one of the best sci-fis there are, for sure. Uh, Unless if I'm horribly wrong, but I don't think I am because so far this is fantastic. I would highly recommend this. And yeah, that's all the stuff I got from my pull box. This was a much longer video than I intended, but I mean, first one, we're running out the kinks, we're talking about stuff. I really wanted to talk about these issues a bit because they're really cool. I'll try to cut down the length in future videos, especially because there won't be as much of me talking about how these videos are starting. But yeah, definitely check those books out. They're super cool. Just all around fantastic books. I lucked out and none of them that I got to read because I didn't get to read these two. None of them felt like a letdown, so that was really cool. But yeah, it'd be super cool if you continued, to watch our videos here on this channel. Let me know if you like this kind of video, ways you think I could improve it, obviously cutting down time, whatnot. What kind of books you think I might like, and recommendations for currently coming out stuff like Ghost Tree, which I really want to get into and whatnot. And yeah, if comics again aren't your thing, we aren't dropping the anime content. We're still doing our anime podcast. I'm still doing the manga and graphic novel hauls once a month. You will see those. This is just extra bonus content because fandom is amazing, and being able to share that with other people is amazing. And as I get into more parts and more fandoms, I still want to share that experience with everyone. So I thank you a lot for watching this video and coming on that ride, coming with me on this ride into a whole new medium I've never really been a part of. So it's really cool that I can do this in this day and age online in such a way. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Again, please let me know what you think about these videos, any ways you think it could be improved, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you next week or at the end of the month with one of our other videos, or Monday for our anime podcast, which hopefully will be uploaded shortly onto YouTube, but if not, you can catch it at twitch.tv/SASAM live every Monday night. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you there. Take care and read some good comics, I guess.